Now, there's two ways to learn pool. Two ways. You can do it the hard way. That's one way. Or you can do it the harder way, which is what I did. Easy's out. It's harder, harder. You make your choice. If you'll persist, they both work. I persisted. I did dumbass, harder. Because no, I'm impatient. So if I would have just did it the hard way, I would have been so far ahead. And you know, I'm 69. God, I wish I was 24. No, because I know how to train now.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I would do the work then. I would work. Nobody worked harder than me, Nick Farmer. Nobody. I just didn't know how to do it. Now I know so much better. And this is, why is it that the lesson comes after the test? Me and him will be driving. We'll be talking about being trained, and you know, Wendy really clicked in there midway through the day. Robin got, Nathan finally, you know, God, I wish we could have been in that class. That would have been great. And then, no, because we would go on and do it afterwards. See, these 2 days mean nothing. I'm just showing you where to work. You got to do the work, okay? And that's the mentality here. And so it's got to be inspired. It can never be a thing like, oh, I don't know. Mark said keep doing it. He said I'd probably get good. I don't know. Okay, you ain't got it. Forward. No, you got to be excited. You got to be, when you wake up. I woke up at 6 this morning thinking about today. I drove up here today thinking about today. I go to bed tonight thinking about you. What could I have said to Nathan got that better? How would I have done that better?
Hell, I was watching YouTube before I went to bed.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
So what do you say, Mark, to people, you're talking about how Nick just plays like it's the most important match of his life. What about people that say you can only learn pool from gambling?
Well,
Have you heard that?
Yeah,
I've got a friend that tells me that all the time because he wants me to gamble with him.
There is some truth in terms of, Buddy Hall said this, pool is not a sport that's meant to be played for nothing, okay? Now, he was sort of indicating money, but what if it was this? I just want to be better than Jim. I want to prove to Jim that he's not as good as me. What if it was for this trophy? What if it was who paid the table, who bought lunch, who bought a Coke, who gets their name on the wall over here? Whatever it might be, you have to have a purpose to do your steps, your shooting system, every single time. Now, if you need, you know, if you're not inspired to practice, you're not going to be that good. I'll tell you right now. You can be pretty good. You're never going to be elite if you're not willing to practice. And you hear that all the time. Yeah, I hate practice. Okay, well, you're not. Okay, you're not going to play Efren Reyes. You're not going to play, you know, JL Chang. That's out. That will kill you. Because they're totally inspired to do it because they're not worried about who they're playing. They just want to see if they can do it better. Every time they step up, it's internal. I can't impose it upon you. You gotta do your practice. It won't work. It's gotta be internal. And you know how I told you I used to go to the sailor's place and I didn't have much money, it'd be 30 bucks and I'd stay there until real late. And then I'd drive 2 hours back to Madison, maybe get there at 3:30 in the morning, the pool room opens at 11. I am so charged up, I'm gonna sleep 6 hours really hard and I'm gonna be outside that door waiting for him to open that pool room. Cannot wait. And I get there 11:15 and Jerry might get there, he closed the night before, so he might not get there till 10 after 11. Oh, I am pissed. What is it, 11, round 11? What the hell are we doing here? I was hoping he got there at 11:45 so I could be there 10 minutes early. Now, I don't object to paying. And when I walk in the door, I'd say, hey, Jerry, table 8. And that's the extent of our social. If you need to talk to me, oh, I got stuff to do. I'm a terrible player. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get after this. And one guy goes, oh, you used to be, I'd drive by, you'd be standing outside. And I go, oh yeah, I remember that. You even had your cue together. I don't think, it's possible. You know, it is possible. I will say that.
Especially if he was late.
I was freaking gung-ho. You know, I mean, it was not like a halfway thing for me. No, I'm an oddity. Nobody, I'm not recommending it, but I'm just saying, if you don't have that type of appetite, and when I did this, oh, Wendy, I was not quite half as good as you. You hear me? And so involved, and I didn't have a wife or kids. I sold everything. I don't have anything. No, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Pool doesn't pay anything. So it's not fair to my wife and kids if I do that. Okay, I have to take a regular job because I don't want to do that to my kids. There's not going to be vacation, retirement, insurance, income. That's gone. Got it? but I get to have the happiest life. I just want to challenge myself with this. No, that was my trade. It's like a deal with the devil. It's just like the movie Tombstone, Johnny Ringo. They talk about making a deal with the devil one time. And one guy says, I make the deal, and then when the devil turned around and shoot him in the ass. Okay? And they go, how about you, Johnny? And he just sits there, now this is the fastest gun, negative guy. I already made my deal. He already knows. He's going to hell, but he is the fastest gun. Now, this is a positive way, but I'm just saying, you're going to have to make a deal. And my own high school buddies, okay? I got that lesson, my first lesson off of Jerry. And they go like this, hey, come on, we're going out tonight, get some beer, get some girls, you ready? And I just got that lesson, I want to go to the pool room so bad, you know, and they are my high school friends, but I don't really like drinking beer that much. You know, I mean, it's not really my thing. And so I said, well, I'm going to the pool room. What? The hell are you going to that nasty ass pool room for? Come on, it used to be fun, let's go. And then I was thinking about it, the only way I could ever get them off my back, I go, look, we never get girls, or I would go. And we just end up drinking shitty beer. No, I mean, seriously, that would have been the one thing that would have taught me.
I get that.
Okay, but me, if we're just gonna drink shitty beer, I wanna go to the pool room and work on my stroke. And that's where I kind of lost, they don't understand Mike Siegel's backswing, and that's all I wanna talk about. And they're talking about, we'll smoke some weed, and then we're gonna do this. I don't care, that's not interesting to me. This is fascinating. And so that was the deal. That it wasn't like we just parted company, but it was where we started. That was right where the chasm began, where they were going this way, and I'm doing, and I'm so gung-ho, and they cannot appreciate it, they didn't respect it. My parents didn't appreciate it, didn't respect it, even though they supported every other sport I ever did. And so I promised myself when I was 18, I will never do one thing to bring a shred of discredit to this, because everybody already hates it. They don't see the beauty. There's something here is the most intriguing thing to me. And now here I am, 51 years into this thing. And I want to get good so bad. You know, that's all I could do. And Jerry would literally kick me out. He would go, last call, 10 minutes, everybody bring up their balls, bring up the drinks, finish up your games. 5 minutes, everybody bring up the balls. I'd be down here, I'd be hitting something. Everybody else is gone. He'd be coming down and go, Jerry, look at it. That's the backswing you said right here. He'd be over here. No, listen, we're closed now. You've got to go home. This is it.
That's what I have to do.
He would literally take balls off my table, and then I would be back there waiting for him the next morning. And on the counter, he had these little billiard magazines. They were free, these little newspaper thing. I would take that with me. I would lay in bed like, God. Somehow in Akron, there's some kind of a 9-ball jamboree. What would that even look like? Because there was not availability. There was only 2 tournaments a year. This was one of them. In my head, I envisioned pro players with like clouds. It would be so like, oh my God, I can't even imagine what this would be. I would give anything. No, I just want to see what I need to do. I don't understand it. I don't know why I'm so bereft of any talent, but I'll do the work. Whatever the work is.
You couldn't watch it on TV or anything.
No, none of that. No, right?
Nothing.
No, that's why Sailor, he belongs in the Hall of Fame. He's better than half the people in the Hall of Fame, but nobody knows. There was no media, nothing. And, you know, it's a crime, really.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he deserves it more than half the people in there released. Yeah, it's heartbreaking in a way, you know, and he would have just loved it. But anyway, that's that. So we can't help that.
So referring back to, like, say, amateur players and being focused and staying somewhat locked in, so to speak, is there any good drills or maybe practicing that you could do, like, say, play the ghost?
No, that's one thing. That's one minor thing. But one, you have to have the spirit and understand. You have to be smart enough to understand they don't have what you have. If you have the interest to come here and work hard on this, the upside's great. And you can say, no, Mark, I swear I'm the worst guy here. I'm going to promise you I was worse than you. I'm going to promise you that. No exaggeration. Persist. And if you knew how many times people assured me, you'll never be any good. You ain't ever going to be any good. I'm not even mad at them. If I was standing in their shoes and saw me, I would agree. I would agree. And then you hear people say this, you know what? When they told me I wouldn't be any good, I used it as a fuel, and I just worked harder, and I became good. Okay? No. That isn't what happened. I'm not even mad at it. I don't understand why I'm not seeing something. I should see something. I don't understand it, but I freaking love it, and I'm gonna persist. No, I'm gonna persist, but right now, it does look gruesome. You know, I mean, like, maybe I can't even ever get good. I don't know, and I don't wanna sentence myself to a life. You know that?